Want to estimate how much time on average discharged patients spent in local hospital emergency rooms before being sent home? Suppose we sample 49 people and their sample mean is 175 minutes. Assume the population standard deviation is 70 minutes. Construct and interpret the 95% confidence interval for the true mean time spent in local hospital emergency rooms for discharged patients. Our parameter here is mu, and mu represents the true mean. That's the true mean time that people spent in the hospital, right? So that's at the beginning when they arrive until they see the doctor and they get their cast or whatever, and they're sent home. So true mean time in the ER is what we'll call it. So we want to estimate that. The way we can estimate that with 95% confidence is using the formula for the 95% confidence interval, which is the sample mean plus or minus our critical value, our fancy z-score. Here we know it's 95% confidence, so we'll just plug in 1.96 right away times the standard error. The population standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. So this is the formula that we'll use, and now we just need to substitute in the values that were given, all right? So from our sample of 49, so our sample mean is 175, and then we're going to add and subtract the margin of error. The margin of error is composed of the critical value 1.96 times the standard error, and we can calculate the standard error by taking the population standard deviation and dividing it by the square root of the sample size, which is a result of the central limit theorem. Now we can simplify as follows. Let's leave the left side alone, 175 plus or minus. Let's leave the 1.96 alone. Now let's simplify the standard error, 10. All right, so we get 175 plus or minus 1.96 times 10, which gives us 19.6. So we can be 95% confident that the true mean falls between 175 minus 19.6 and 175 plus 19.6. So the upper bound, that one's easy, 194.6. All right, this is minutes. And the lower bound is going to be 155.4, and that's minutes. So here's our confidence interval. We're getting 155.4 all the way up to 194.6. So what we're saying here is that each of the values on the number line, on the interval 155.4 to 194.6, these are all possible reasonable values for the true mean. So here's how we would state it. We say we are 95% confident the true mean time spent in hospital for discharged patients is between 155.4 minutes and 194.6 minutes.